Look at that. Isn't that a crazy difference? That's warm over here and that's a cool white in my shop. This is a mental strain and you are gonna put yourself through a lot. So just, you know, prepare yourself for that. And it broke me. I have got my work cut out for me today. I just started the ceiling lighting layout and design and all that. I don't know if you guys can see, I'll try and get a closer up with the camera, but there's a piece of poplar that goes all the way around the entire perimeter of the ceiling line, or the perimeter of the roof line. I put a 1x4 piece of poplar that I trimmed down slightly. I put some caulking on the ceiling, like the top part of that, to make it look seamless, right? Planning on painting that poplar a white to match the ceiling. Going with the theme of the industrial vibe, and I wanted to have some like warming wood tones in here. I'm using dark contrast, you know, walls and like fake concrete and brick and that kind of stuff. I wanted to lighten it up with like a maple color, which is gonna be kind of the wood accents. This is going to stick right up there, and this is actually the bottom section, and that's gonna be facing forward, and on top is actually going to be the lighting. So it's going to act as indirect lighting, which I love. I don't like light shining directly down on me. I'd rather them indirectly. You can see here that I cut two 45s and I put them together so they're 45. And then this is what we call a rabbet cut. So you can see a small little rabbet, and that's a 3/4 inch rabbet, and that will actually sit right into the poplar. So the poplar board will sit here, and then the lights will actually sit here on, I have like an angle bracket that will sit in here, and then it'll shine upward, because this is cut at a 30-degree angle. This is cut at a 45-degree angle. Gluing, stapling them, and then I gotta put them up over this loft, which is my mini loft for my workstation. And over this loft, I wanted those spaces to make it look like they were different spaces in the home. That's how you kind of like, when you have a small space or an open floor plan, you wanna trick your eye or your mind to thinking that is a different space. Now, obviously it's a different space because it's elevated, but with a completely open ceiling the way that it is with no walls, I wanted to make it look even more accentuated as a different space. So I use the lighting to do that, to show that. In theory, that's a really cool idea. We're gonna do all that right now. This is going to be a long day. Hopefully I can get it all done today. Hopefully I can even get my lights in and I can actually show you what that would look like, because I can actually take wires and then I can just like put them onto a battery and I can light up the whole space. Package time. What do we got for you guys today? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Obviously Glacier has to approve it. Is it Glacier approved? Let's get into it. I'm pretty sure that Glacier has approved today. What did come in the mail today? Let's talk about it. For those of you that don't know, I am building this tiny house behind me. I have spent many, many months building this tiny house, and I've just been like dying to take a trip. And I don't have a van to travel in right now. I'm probably going to be building out my truck into a truck camper, a setup for sleeping and camping and taking Glacier with me to places. I know that I needed some really good durable gear. What do? Start doing online searches, right? I found out recently that you can just shop at Aliexpress. If you go to Aliexpress, you have a wide variety of pretty much everything that you need, and it can get delivered right to your door. If you haven't used Aliexpress, you are missing out. For me, I wanted a duffel bag and a new backpack. but I need a good like through hiking bag. I want to take my dog on more hikes, and I want to be able to possibly even travel and sleep outdoors. So I needed a really, really good bag. And obviously guys, I have a discount code for you and all that good stuff in the link below. I needed a bag that I could fit a whole bunch of stuff into, which is exactly what this is. Now, I don't know the material offhand, but I know that it can also take a beating. Virtually what it comes down to is I needed a bag that I could walk in comfortably. It can fit and form to my body comfortably, which it can do, and it doesn't interrupt my hiking or my walking through wilderness or just anything of that nature. What is really interesting about this bag in particular is it also expands, I'm looking for the darn zipper, like an extra like 3 or 4 inches. So my point is just this bag in general. Not only can you fit most of my life in here, but when I have my truck camper, I can now have this bag as like my hiking bag, even my clothing bag. It's an all-in-one bag for me to do anything. I could take it to the gym, I could use it as a gym bag. I also wanted to get the duffel, which I can use for pretty much my daily clothing, but I feel like this is a little more versatile. Now I wanted this style of like a duffel bag, mostly because while I am truck camping, I can literally use it like a suitcase that you can see here. It has a flap over it, I can fit all my clothes, pack it in here. And that's really the whole point of this whole promotion, is to show you guys what is possible through Aliexpress. You get top quality material. That's a nice pocket. Okay, my ADHD has been kicking in because you can really just find pockets every time you open up the bag. The reason you want to shop off of Aliexpress is the amount off you can get. You can put all of that other stuff aside. You can just go onto Aliexpress. You can order it directly online. You don't also just need to get bags. They have an assortment of literally everything that you possibly need for your travel needs. Let's finish off the video of me showing you guys my lighting system in the tiny house so I can finish that up, so I can hit the road and build out my truck camper, and I can actually show you guys these in the works. Well, this really isn't really one of my better videos. A lot of it was to do with this right here, not my hat, but my mental stability. I think I overworked myself. I'm actually recording this last part after Tiny Fest. So I actually did the ceiling lights before I left, and then I went to Tiny Fest, and now I'm back and I have a clear head. And I actually started working on the duct. So my next video on the whole AC ducting is gonna be like absolute like bonkers. And really that is gonna be like an art piece to the tiny house. It's going to be a functioning art piece because it actually will be blowing cool air into the tiny house when it's all, you know, hooked up and ready to go. That's what these tubes hanging down are. There was a point in the video which you don't see, however, it broke me. Pretty sizable mental breakdown. And by the way, the reason lights aren't on right now, the reason why my lighting is kind of bad right now is because I'm gonna turn the ceiling lights on for you guys. I got a battery right here and I'm gonna hook it all up. Hanging one of these pieces, I lost it. I lost it. And I was past the point of anger, and I felt very defeated, and I felt very like, I was like, I can't do this anymore. And I put so much pressure on myself to decent content. I don't think it's as good as that should be. I think I should be making better content personally. But I think this is important. I think the part of like explaining this, the part of like showing the realness of building and the realness of life. I want everybody to know that we all go through this, and if you are also building, you know, an overlanding rig, a van, a tiny house. You know, most of my viewers have, you know, don't have the experience, right? Like I don't have the experience as a lot of people that I show on my channel, part of my tours, or you know, even other people that I just show. So, you know, this is a mental strain and you are going to put yourself through a lot. So just, you know, prepare yourself for that. And it broke me, but you know, things are better now. You know, my friend Nikki told me to take a break, and I agreed with her. And I said, well, I'm going to Tiny Fest. And she's like, that's not a break, Jared. You need to like take a real break. And I agree. However, you know, I only have this shop space for so long. I have a lease on it. I want to get this up to my land, and I put a lot of pressure on myself. I needed a break from the tiny house, which is what I got. I was gone for 6 days, be in a better place. I was around some good people. 85, 90% done with the ducting. That'll be in the next video. And then I actually have a buddy that's flying out here all the way from Portland, Oregon. We are going to tackle the entire electrical system together. He is an electrical wizard. He just bought those ReLion batteries for his client, so he wanted to kind of just look at them and see them and before he put them in for the client. So pretty much he's using me as a guinea pig, which is fine. I'm cool with that. So let me put this camera down. I just hook it up to my, you know, like a HART battery, just so I can, you know, demonstrate what I'm about to demonstrate for you. But, you know, I do not leave it on this battery for very long. And there she is. So this will be on a dimmer switch, which will be right here. I wanted indirect lighting. I don't like direct lighting. So I decided to make, like I've already talked about in this video, that maple lip up there. And then, you know, I'll go over here. I changed the elevation around the loft spaces. So there, as well as this loft over here. Now I still got to do some finishing touches. You might be able to see way up there. There's like, you can really see that. I'm gonna put a piece of maple there to make it look all pretty. You'll see what I'm talking about. So this lighting is gonna be the main lighting. I also will have lighting underneath. I'm a lighting snob. We'll have lighting underneath a shelf that'll be over here. I'll have a toe kick light, some really cool Edison bulbs right here that are 12-volt Edison bulbs. And I'll have bed lighting. So I might have a lamp right here. So there's gonna be a lot of different lights and ideas, and obviously my bathroom's gonna have lighting. And I'm gonna have some Edison lights up there as well. So the Edison with the pipe fixtures, those are what I'm talking about. I think light can make a dramatic difference in a space. I think using the proper lighting with the proper materials is an important thing. Whether or not I hit a home run with this, we shall see. I don't know. I'll throw up some images of, actually I took some photos with my phone, and I'll throw up some images of that right now, and plus a little walkthrough video also with the lights turned off in the shop, so you really get to see the brightness of this light. This is, I think, a 2700 Kelvin or 2700K, which is a warm light. I wanted warm, I wanted warmth, I wanted like that kind of feeling. This is gonna be up in the woods. Cool white light is what you would use as daylight. Actually, my shop is a cool white light, so you can actually see the difference. Look at that. Isn't that a crazy difference? That's warm over here, and that's a cool white in my shop. This is more daylight out here in the shop, which is kind of scary because when you're working late at night, sometimes you actually don't know what time it is. The warm light is just like a yellow tint to it. So yeah, wow, that is crazy. You can see the difference like that. Whoa. All right, I'm gonna end the video there, and I feel a lot better in a mentally headspace thingamajiggy, and I'll see you all later. If I can make it